vegan. Ah!
'Cause you will always be the one to hold me. You will always be the one who knows me. You will always be, come on, let me closer to your heart. I'm waiting here for you. Yeah, I know, you will always be the.
All you got to do is just pull it out.
Okay, Soka, what do you think?
Whoa.
Woo! Okay, here we go. Welcome to the JK Today. I got a special guest in the kitchen with me and we're gonna try to cook something up. If we don't burn the house down first. This is the second time we put out the fire. We didn't video it the first time. We were like, dang, we should have pulled the camera out. But little did we know.
The first time.
It was a bigger fire. I looked in there, I'm like, woo, all across the bottom. Guys, welcome. This is Heather, my neighbor, the girl that I walk with, the amazing chef with the children who we will talk about in a minute, and she has been, I guess you could say, blessed with these children who have these allergies because she is now an amazing chef.
Aww.
And she is bringing all of her vegan ideas and recipes to us. And there is her sweet mama, Miss Rebecca, the firefighter for the day, to the rescue. And she is going to sit back here. She is going to give us extra direction because we young ladies will definitely need it.
Yes.
I am sure. We're gonna take a minute, get ourselves together, and then proceed. As promised, I told you guys, Heather and I were going to do a video, and she is going to teach us a few things about how to cook vegan.
Yay!
Yes!
I grew up in New Orleans, and we're an odd family in New Orleans though, because all the normal things that people eat in New Orleans, like crawfish and pork and all that stuff, we never ate that because my mom has always been vegan. But she never forced her diet on us as kids, so she would let us try things that she called the clean foods,
Yes.
like turkey and chicken and fish. So I ate that for a while, but my mom can cook like nobody's business. And
That's why we have her in the background back there. She gonna tell us when we mess up.
yeah, so when my kids had all these food allergies, it was just, I think things happen in a certain way for a reason.
Yes.
And so she was able to really help me because they just happened to be allergic to all the things that would make them, like
Sick.
yeah, like
the
so
cheese.
dairy, they're allergic to cheese and eggs, they're allergic to fish, they're allergic to nuts, which is a bummer, real
Yes.
bummer for anybody who's
Especially
vegan.
when
Yeah.
you live on peanut butter and jelly as a kid.
Yes.
Can't do that.
That was me. You cannot do it. So yeah, so that's pretty much my background, and now I'm having to put to use all the skills that my mom has taught me, and just to cook and survive for my kids. But
Yes.
it just happens to be healthy, so you don't have to be vegan or you don't have to have food allergies to eat this way.
Right, you even veganized this
Yes,
recipe.
this recipe.
So we'll put the recipe in the description, and that will be just a regular one, and then we will also share with you how we veganized it.
Yay!
Yay! So let's get started.
All right, so I'm gonna coat the bottom of the pot with some olive oil, and the recipe says to if you were doing pork sausages, you would probably do your meat first. But since we're doing vegetarian,
Yes.
a vegan option, showing Kelly, we're doing tofurkey sausages.
Tofurkey. Oh, I like that. Tofurkey.
Yes.
Now, where do you find this?
I actually got that at Publix. It's at Sprouts, everywhere. So what I'm going to start with is, I'm gonna start with the mushrooms. I could have we probably should take that out of the package.
Okay.
And then,
I'm on it.
so it said to saute the mushrooms for about 7 minutes, or until they're kind of soft, not too soft, because we're still gonna put this in the oven and bake it. Oh, you opened it that way?
I did.
Okay.
Do we have to chop these?
We have to chop them, and so you chop those up. I'm just gonna saute the mushrooms. And I don't want to saute that meat for too long, because since it's not really meat, it kind of falls apart. So you can have the option of really maybe not even sauteing it, just chopping it up and sticking it in there, since we're gonna put it in the oven. All right, I think this is, so this was, man, I can't remember if it was a pound or half a pound.
It was a half a pound?
Of mushrooms. And these weren't the fancy kind.
Just sauteed in olive oil,
Sauteed
right?
in olive oil, yep.
All right.
And it's gonna go with our stew. You're gonna take these out because you don't want them to cook as, you know, mushrooms will cook down to nothing.
Okay.
So we're gonna take them out. We sauteed those for a little bit. And now I'm gonna saute the tofurkey a little bit.
Oh yeah, maybe just give it a little
Just a little
crispy.
bit, yes. The tofurkey, there's Field Roast, that's the brand. The Field Roast sausages are really good.
Ooh,
and they have
okay.
some breakfast ones that are tiny, but obviously I just wanted to go for the Italian one because
Yes.
the recipe
Called for Italian
pork
sausage.
Ooh, there's probably way more brands than this one. I know that this one tastes good to me. I like this one. And then there's one more. Beyond Beef or Beyond Meat has a new sausage that's pretty delicious. So I'm just making this a little bit, trying to get some crisp on it.
Yeah, just a little crunchy.
Yeah, just a little
Maybe
bit.
it'll crunch up, maybe it won't.
Maybe it won't.
It'll probably get kind of soft, won't it?
It'll, exactly.
Okay.
It will. And it's
Okay.
kind of spicy. So I'm just gonna take this out and not overcook it. I'm gonna add it to the mushrooms. And then just let that rest on the side.
Okay.
Now we're going to saute the rest of these vegetables. I always call these like the Holy Trinity. Everybody has their own Holy
Yes.
Trinity. What's in your Holy Trinity?
I know, yes. I always love to do garlic, onion, and I'm trying to think of my third one that I use a lot. I usually just go with the
Garlic and onion. You cannot lose with garlic
because
and
my family
onion.
doesn't eat anything.
They don't eat. Oh boy.
They do not like mushrooms. They don't like
Oh.
celery. They don't like. I mean, they really don't even like onion, but I make them like it.
We have a whole red onion. And I'm gonna, we put a little bit more olive oil. They suggest using butter. And I did bring a vegan butter. It smells so good.
Non-dairy, so it's got the omega-3s.
Yes. And then they have different ones too that's like, they have a soy-free one that's in a red package, and you can find that at Publix as well.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, with all the rest of the butter?
Yes.
Oh.
With all the rest of the butters, you can find Earth Balance, and I'm sure there are some other ones. So I'm not gonna put this in yet, but I will. And then I'm gonna put in some celery. This was 2 stalks of celery. Yummy, this is beautiful.
It is.
It's gonna
love
be
the
really
color.
pretty. It's kind of like making a soup too.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna put my garlic in last because I don't want it to burn. You know, garlic can taste pretty gross when it gets burned up.
It does. It is nasty.
Yeah.
So how much garlic? It was like.
So it was 6 cloves
Oh,
of
wow.
garlic. It's a lot
Okay.
of garlic, but it ends up being a lot of stew.
So it's not too overpowering. You don't walk
No.
away with like garlic.
No.
Too bad. I'm so scared with the tofu. Tofurkey.
Are you scared of
I'm scared. I really am.
Kelly, I don't want you to be scared of this tofurkey.
Even the name Tofurkey is like cracking me up.
But it's always so funny to see friends who are not used to eating this stuff. Like, what is that? I don't normally use stock, but guys, we are following a recipe because we thought it was really, really cute
Yes.
and something
It's
very
all about being
festive.
cute, okay? Now, whether or not it turns out edible or not, it's gonna be something totally different.
But it will look good on your
it
table.
will. It will look so pretty.
So I put the carrots in, and I don't want to cook the carrots too long either because I kind of like vegetables with
I
a
do
crunch.
too,
You too?
crunchy.
All right, so now
She does like the crunch because if you have not watched any of her videos on the ASMR, you need to go check that out because they are hilarious. They sit there and they whisper, and then they have their little microphone and they go crunch, crunch, and it is so cute. I love it. I love it.
You know, your kids are always keeping you up with, you know, what's hip and what's new.
Yes,
So-
I'll put that link right there.
Oh.
Yes.
This is a vegan low sodium broth that I subbed for, well, it calls for chicken stock, so I just used a veggie or vegan low sodium broth, and I got this one from Sprouts. If you don't have Sprouts, whatever market you go to should have a
I just
vegetarian
haven't
one or a
even seen it
vegan
at
one.
Publix.
Yeah, even if they say vegetarian, they're probably vegan because it's just vegetables.
It's just vegetables.
Veggie
Should
stock.
be at least.
Yeah, right, we hope.
Looking soupy.
It is looking soupy. I think this is almost 2 cups of black eyed peas, so you will get a really good meal out of this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
healthy.
hearty.
Yes, great for fall weather. Unfortunately, we're still not having any here.
Yes. Now,
We're
can I
trying
make
to
this
look
for you?
fallish, but we really need the fans on about like 50 in here.
But I think we look cute. I love
We do look
Kelley's
really
outfit.
cute, and I love her colors. So
Another thing that's gonna go in it is farro. Now, I don't cook with farro a bunch. Have you ever had farro? It kind of reminded me of, what's the other little things that are in soup? If you buy soup in a can, it's
Those like oats or no?
Oh man, I can't think of it. You
It
guys
is
probably know what
grainy.
it is.
Let's see. Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty grainy.
It's a traditional grain.
It is.
Okay.
It's wheat, and again, if you're trying to make something that doesn't have gluten in it, you can leave this out.
Yep.
So with farro, you want to rinse this stuff. It's just like kind of like rice. It's kind of like
starchy.
it's starchy.
Yes.
So rinse it and then add it to your broth. Another thing that because I go crazy on seasonings and I still didn't bring it, I put all that onion and garlic, and I'll probably still add more onion and garlic powder.
Really?
Yeah, I do that. I mean.
Okay.
So this stuff is something that I use every now and again too. If I didn't have a stock, then you could make a stock from this. This is vegan style. It's called McKay's chicken style
I kept
seasoning.
reading chicken. I'm like, oh, she's not vegan. But then look, up at the top, there it is, vegan.
Vegan special. And it really gives a good flavor. A lot of my friends actually just make their own with like nutrition. It has nutritional yeast and things that are pretty healthy. So I'm just gonna put a little. Because I never like the taste of the stock that they sell in the store.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to like make it taste better. This is a pound of baby red potatoes.
Well, it's funny because you know we've got like 2 pounds of this, 1 pound of this, but none of it looks the same.
Yeah,
like
none
it's
of it
like.
looks the same. Yep. So we'll make sure we give you guys the link to the recipe so you can look at it all and not get confused about what we've actually put into it. But
I mean, this is looking really yummy.
And it's gonna thicken a little bit, but we're gonna wait until it thickens. It's kind of like making a stew, making a soup. You're gonna put some whole peel tomatoes in there. We're gonna use this entire can, and it is about the 28-ounce can.
Okay.
So I'm gonna.
But you were saying something, don't we get to like mash it up with our hands
we're gonna drain it and just mash it up with our hands.
Get down and dirty.
Dirty in the kitchen.
I just asked her if we're going to strain it and play with it.
So I'm gonna drain it.
They want you to have fun in the kitchen.
Right. Now, Kelley, you wanna come and crush them up?
Oh yeah, let me get dirty.
All right.
Ooh,
Go ahead,
I want to do one.
It actually feels kind of good. It's like
this is kind of
stress reliever. Kind of like the slime effect. Are your kids as into slime as my kids are?
Oh my gosh.
I am so sick of slime. All right, I think that's
good. That was fun.
The last thing that we put in it after we kind of cook this stuff down, we're gonna let it simmer a little bit, come to a boil, and just let it simmer. And I'm gonna add the farro and the parsley and the tomatoes to it. And then that's basically it. We'll mix all of this together and we will put it in the pumpkin. But Kelley, now we gotta mess with the pumpkin.
We gotta carve a pumpkin?
We gotta carve
Where's
a pumpkin.
Jay and Colin when we need them?
Oh man.
It's hard to be left-handed.
You're a lefty?
Yeah.
That means you're brilliant.
Oh, what do you know?
I'm really serious. All of the presidents have been lefties.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what happened to me?
You are.
Oh, am I angling that enough?
Girl, I don't know. We're gonna find out. This is hilarious.
Oh, this is like I'm
Is it hard?
gonna hurt you.
Oh shoot. Wait a minute. This one's a little bit harder than the one.
Whose idea was it to carve a pumpkin for soup?
I think this is not a good idea. Hopefully you won't have this hard of a time doing it as we are. Is this how you carve a pumpkin?
Well, yeah, I think just make it sure it's angled. Don't go straight down now. Well, I guess it doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter since you don't have to put the top back on it, right?
Right. You just want to sit it next to the girl.
Yeah, I know. She's getting crazy with that knife.
Kelley.
Did you have this much trouble? I think.
No, this one is harder than the one I did for TV magic.
Yeah, we do have some TV magic coming your way. Oh, our soup's boiling.
Uh-oh.
I like
Cute
that.
little strainer this is. All right.
All right, now, does that go in there now?
Yes, I'm not gonna say what I would have done, but I probably would have sauteed these out first, separately, before I put it in there, just to make sure they taste really good.
Yeah. See, that's what makes her so good. You have to.
Girl, burn out the kitchen and then close it down. Too. Hilarious.
At least you had an apron on.
I think it's simmering.
That's a little more than simmer, but you
It's
know.
like a boil.
That's a little boil.
Let's turn it down a little bit.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put the tomatoes in. All right, so let's put the farro in. Do you remember what I told you for how much farro?
Let's see. Let's look.
And then I need to rinse this. I don't know what I was thinking. 1 cup. Woo!
Yay!
I just rinse it
I
until
have
the
never
water
cooked with that. I'm interested.
runs clear. Just gives it kind of, just makes it hardy for the winter. So this is a first for me. I always do this in my own kitchen. So I'm really excited to be
Yay!
at your house today.
I'm so glad you are.
Yes.
I told her, I was like, make yourself at home. Find what you need.
Oh, yeah, it's been fun already. I mean, I feel like I'm tearing up stuff.
No, we're not.
You know how you always feel a little bit like, oh man, am I doing it right?
Yeah, you're doing a
Okay.
good job.
So I'm gonna put the farro in the soup. That was a cup of farro. And this kind of helps make it thick too.
Oh yeah.
It calls for 2 spices that I don't normally cook with. One is, I'm probably gonna say this wrong.
Tell us.
You know the correct pronunciation of?
Berber.
Berber. It is an Ethiopian spice. And then this cardamom, which I don't use all the time. Do you cook with cardamom?
No, I don't. I have some, but I don't ever use it.
This stuff is spicy. It has a kick. So we don't have to, we can kind of like taste it.
I love spicy.
You like spice? Okay, so I think it called for like 1.5 teaspoons, which is a lot.
Yeah,
So
that
maybe
is
we
a
can
lot. Let's
start
just,
off
we can
with
do like a teaspoon? Or,
I'm gonna let you taste it before let's start like in halves.
okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay.
And taste it. And then the cardamom, I believe it took a teaspoon of this. Yeah, so it's, I was way off. 1/4 of a teaspoon.
Oh yeah, we were gonna load it.
Boom.
Boom.
Shakalaka.
She's got some emerald in her.
Oh yeah, he's always doing that. And then the Ethiopian spice. Should we go
Let
in
me
one?
smell it. Does it smell spicy?
Yeah. You want to
It
taste
smells kind of like chili powder too.
it? Does. Let's see what's in it. It's cayenne pepper. Oh yeah, because it is hot. Garlic, ginger, fenugreek, cardamom, cumin, black pepper, allspice. Oh.
It's really yummy. I'm gonna have
Turmeric,
to start cooking with that.
Cloves, cinnamon, and coriander.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty
That
spicy.
is a good like chili powder
All right,
blend.
so
I
maybe
like
we
that.
you want to do a teaspoon then?
Yeah, let's
That
do
made
a
me feel
teaspoon.
less afraid of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Here it goes. How long does this simmer on the stove?
So until it gets thick or has a little bit, less,
Frothy.
yeah, brothy
Yeah.
than this. This is the butter that I was telling you guys about. I'm just gonna put a little bit of butter in here. This butter doesn't have the same taste as real butter to me, obviously. But I do sub it out in a bunch of my recipes. Like when you're baking, it works. It's, it gets the job done for kids who are allergic to butter and can't have the milk and the dairy.
Yes.
And if you want just an extra kick of something in your
It looks even
recipe.
buttery.
So yeah, it's
So
kind
what
of
does
buttery.
it consist of?
Let me not tell you any lies. It's a vegetable oil blend
Okay.
of soybean, olive, and palm fruit.
Oh.
Yeah. So it contains soy. If you can't do soy, my kids couldn't do soy for a while, and that was,
How did you cook when they couldn't do soy?
it was It was really hard in the beginning when I first took my son to be diagnosed for food allergies or the testing that they do. It was hard to figure out what to feed him because literally, have you ever been for?
Yes, I have seasonal allergies with all the, they do all the little shots on your arm and stuff.
Yes, so my oldest, it was so hard to watch. He was 18 months old.
Oh, I bet. He probably cried.
He cried, but he was so miserable because like at 4 weeks, literally, he was covered head to toe in eczema.
Ooh.
And I wonder what in the world is wrong with this kid?
Yeah.
So I stopped nursing him, and because they told me
it
wasn't a problem,
No.
but we finally took him to be tested for food allergies, and his back just lit up with like everything.
Everything. Oh.
And it was even like some vegetables like peas, and it was crazy.
Oh, wow.
But as he's gotten older, he's outgrown a couple of
But then just some of the major ones that
they haven't gone away.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm gonna taste this, Kelley.
Okay.
Woo, hot and tasteless.
Hot and tasteless.
Yes, we're gonna add some stuff to this.
Okay, we need
let's put some salt. I always tell people, you know, you have to taste stuff yourself.
Yeah.
The recipe is just like a guide.
Yes.
So taste it and see if you like it. They call it for kosher salt, so I had some kosher salt. Do you have like onion powder and garlic powder?
I do, right in that drawer.
This is so cute.
I tried to alphabetically do it, so let's see.
Okay, when are you coming to my house?
Onion, there's your onion salt, onion powder.
Onion powder. Do you have garlic powder?
I have, my garlic powder is up here because I buy that in mass.
Yes, in
mass
bulk. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of garlic powder to this because I don't like the taste of this broth. That's a lot, it looks like a lot, but it won't be. Don't be scared.
We're gonna have stinky breath.
And I'm gonna add a little bit more onion to it because I just like it to taste like something. All right, I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of this.
And we haven't already, did we already add some of that in there?
What? We did. We put
Yeah.
like maybe a teaspoon before. So it just depends on you. And see now it's cooking down, so it's looking better.
It's getting thicker.
It's getting thicker, and I think we're gonna stop cooking it because it's gonna cook more in the oven.
Yes.
So I'm gonna turn it off.
How long do we have to cook it in the oven?
A long time until the pumpkin is soft, right? Because you want to, it's a really cute recipe that you want to be able to serve from inside of the pumpkin. Okay. So you want to bake the pumpkin until it is soft and you can scoop some of the pumpkin out with the soup or the stew.
Yum. All right. Better?
That's better. Oh, that stuff is spicy. Right. You can tell if we need to add salt or add something to it. That's hot. You like it? Mm-hmm. You want to add something? What should we add?
That is spicy.
I told you that's spicy. Tteokbokki mushroom slinging.
Oh,
it's really pretty.
It is pretty. Oh, and the mushrooms, I forgot about this. All right, look at this. This looks good.
Yes. Kelley is scared of tasting the tteokbokki. Was it good? All right.
Should I try a little?
You should try it, I think.
Oh, mercy. Oh, heaven help me.
You could do this, Kelley. It's not bad. She's like, it smells funny.
It's different. It's not bad.
It's not bad. It is different though, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I can do it.
You can do it? Good, yeah. When you're taking all the stuff out of the pumpkin, they recommended doing a Cinderella pumpkin or a fairy tale pumpkin, so that's why I bought this one.
Yes.
Make sure you get all the strings and the seeds out, but this is kind of just gonna serve as a, like a bowl. It's gonna cook in the flesh, and then you can scoop this part out. You see that part?
Oh, yeah. So, now, rub it down.
Yes, listen.
Rub it down with a little oil and then cover it up.
Yes, let's do it.
Pour it in. I like the way this one is on the top.
Yeah, this does look pretty on the top. Oh. Okay. Rub it down.
Hey, we've got to rub stuff and squeeze stuff.
So make sure you put foil on the bottom. Use a pan. You can use a big roaster if you have one that will fit this. Oh,
This is perfect.
this is really perfect.
Oh, hot and hurrying. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
yeah.
that's pretty. When you do this, I would you recommend finding a smaller pumpkin?
Yeah, a little smaller than what we have.
See, this was fun. Kelly and I thought it would be great to do something that was festive.
Festive and fall and ready for the season. And
It smells
smells
great.
really good.
And it tastes really amazing to me.
It really does.
And I'm so proud of Kelly for even trying.
I know, I like it. I really do. I think I can do it.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yes.
So now let's just wrap this up and see if we can get this pumpkin to get soft on the inside and cook down, because the stew is just gonna get a little thicker. So you remember we'll give you the recipe, and you can feel free to not use vegan or use vegan.
Yeah. And add and take away flavors and taste and make it your own. That's
Yes.
what makes it fun.
Yeah, this was fun now too. I think this is heavier than putting a turkey in the
I think so. It takes both of us. All right.
That's our pumpkin, baby.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Oh, shoot.
There we go. That is just so cute.
Even though it was kind of a hard thing to do, right?
Yes.
Would you rate it like what?
On a scale of 1 to 10, about a 10.5. I mean, it was not,
It wasn't easy.
fixing it was easy, but it was still like, there's a lot of chopping involved, a lot of like, well, we just pretty much started throwing it in there.
Yeah.
So you could actually even transfer it to even just be a crock pot stew if you want.
Yes, I think that would be delicious.
Because I think that would allow everything to simmer and
cook
you can do that.
down.
And then you could even, while it's in the crock pot, could just cook your pumpkin
Yes.
and then take it out so the pumpkin's hot and dump that in there.
I think that is a genius idea, and we have just made a new recipe.
Yes, we have. On the next Kelly and Heather.
Yes. Oh, this is
It's
fun.
so cute. It was so fun.
Yes.
And it's vegan. And
is
it's
vegan.
healthy. It really is. Like, there's nothing not healthy about this recipe at
Super
all.
hearty. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So, there you have it, guys.
Yes.
And thank you, Heather. And thank you, Miss Rebecca.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this was fun. And thanks
This
for
was
taking
fun.
over my kitchen and cooking. I'm glad you felt comfortable enough to do it.
Absolutely. You're the best.
Oh, you're the best. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you later. JK out.